You're not gonna believe it. I found the answer. All those years, I should have seen it. There's more. I'll tell you when I get home.
Come on! That generator's got her. Fire's gonna spread.
Hey, what about this one?
Ah, leave him. That's a bastard who stole my car.
Oh, what's happening? Where am I?
Evil spirits are not listening.
Well, hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And this time I'll be playing Sanitarium blind. Now, the game is, from what I know, pretty weird, although I know next to nothing about it. Strangely, it just starts upon opening it. It plays the intro and it throws you right into the action. You have to click escape afterwards to go into the main menu. So I just wanted to do that to tell you about my history with this game, because it's actually pretty weird as well, I think, because I've never played this game, and to be honest, I was never really interested in classical point-and-click adventure games. This will be the only the second one I have ever played, but the thing about Sanitarium in particular is that it was a sort of in the back of my mind for years now, for like 15 years or something, because I was first made aware of this game's existence when I read a review in a gaming magazine that my older brother was reading at the time, and I myself was a kid, and I didn't know anything about this game. I wasn't looking for this review. I just sort of came across it one day when browsing one of his magazines, and it has stayed with me for all those years because of two things. First of all, this game has a very disturbing, or at least it was disturbing to me back then, cover art for the cover, which is also the thumbnail for this video and this whole series, in fact. And second, the whole review was written as a sort of mad ramblings of an insane person trying to convey the atmosphere of the story, I guess. And I don't remember the details, but I remember that it must have moved me in some way. It must have fascinated me, because even though, as I said, I've never played this game and I know next to nothing about it, I've been sort of reminded of its existence from time to time by reading scraps of articles mentioning it, or just seeing it mentioned somewhere. And it has also always been kind of in the back of my mind, and the only thing I know about it is that it's supposedly very surreal and very weird, and it touches heavily upon the topics of like mental illness, madness, insanity, and the fluidity of reality itself. This feeling that what you see and experience might not actually be real, even though you yourself might be convinced that it is. And those are all topics that I myself am very much interested in. So when I saw that this game was on a sale on GOG, I thought, what the hell, might as well try it after having it in the back of my mind for the past 15 years. Now, as I said, it is only the second point-and-click adventure game I am going to ever play in my whole life. I am not at all experienced with this type of game, so I very much expect some trouble. I might get stuck, I might get a little bit frustrated, but I guess it's all part of the experience, and I hope that the story and the atmosphere is going to be interesting enough to reward me regardless of my other troubles. Now, the menu itself is kind of weird, because you can see, for example, those eyes follow your cursor, but that's not the most interesting thing that you can see here, because
New game, load game, save game, delete game, use cinematics, quit game.
yeah, as you can see, all of the options have like a voiceover, and to make it weirder, it's like a kid's voiceover or something. I have no idea what's that about, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be somehow relevant, so I wonder if it'll come to play later. But that's enough of me rambling in the main menu, so let's go back into the game.
Return to game.
So, as you can see, we're in, I guess, some kind of an insane asylum. There was a car accident in the intro cinematic, and I guess the protagonist has like bandages on his head, so I guess he was wounded in that accident. But this place looks pretty weird already.
Ugh, these beds are filthy.
Like, for example, those stained glass windows certainly aren't something you would normally encounter.
Stained glass window? What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. Not something you would ordinarily encounter at an insane asylum.
How horrible! What kind of place is this?
It looks very much like an old mansion of sorts, almost like a castle. You have like a gargoyle here.
Grotesque sentinel.
Yeah. There are some other people around as well. I wonder if I'll be able to talk to them.
Another bed. Ugh, smells like it's soaked with urine.
Or if they are going to attack me or something, because, well, I'm assuming everyone here is crazy. Well, this guy certainly is.
Diagnosis crazy.
My thoughts exactly again. I guess the protagonist kind of gets me.
The switch must control the alarm.
And yeah, right. What I also forgot to mention, after the intro, there were voices in the background, and somebody was saying that there's a fire spreading. So I guess that's what the alarm is caused by. And the other guy said, "What about him?" And the first guy said, "Leave him. He stole my car." So I wonder if that's supposed to refer to the protagonist, if the car that he was driving in the intro was stolen, but it certainly didn't look like it. Like he had the keys and he entered it sort of relaxed and whatever. He was almost kind of elated because he made some kind of a discovery as he was talking with his, I'm imagining, wife or a girlfriend on the phone. So it didn't look like he stole the car, but then again, it is a game about madness, so I guess it might be a case of unreliable narrator.
Finally, that thing was driving me crazy.
Okay, so I've turned off the alarm. Not quite sure what that accomplished yet, but in those kinds of games, usually everything you do has
What
some kind of an
horrible living
effect,
conditions.
and it's, well, at least in the last game, as I said, I don't have much of an experience, but in the last game of this type I played, it was really difficult to to do something that was 100% negative. Like everything you did worked in some way towards your goal eventually, so I hope I didn't make a mistake by disabling the alarm, although I wonder if I
Not
can
from here.
re-enable it.
Ugh, these beds are filthy. A towel might be useful.
Okay, so I can take the towel, and I'm imagining,
A towel might be useful.
yeah, and I can try to combine it with various items, as in the game world, I guess, to act in various ways. It's often the main point of gameplay in those types of games, from what I understand. I want to see if maybe I can re-enable the alarm just in case it's... Yeah, I can, so I will disable it for now, and if it turns out later that it's necessary for something, for it to be still on, then I'm going to re-enable it. Okay, that also... Whoa. Man, the protagonist is... I almost feel like he's mocking me with repeating everything I say. But this also doesn't strike me as a thing that you would see in an ordinary insane asylum. This kind of weird statue, and it also seemed like the candles lighted on their own. So
There's a locking mechanism in the base. But what for?
okay, so I'm looking for maybe it's like a safe or something. So I guess I'm looking for a key for that.
It's even more extraordinary when it's lit up. It's even more extraordinary when it's lit up. There's a
Okay.
tremendous stink coming through here.
Well, what do you expect? I guess it's a sewer, so... Okay, I didn't want to go down, actually. I wanted to go to the left to see if maybe I can talk with any of the people around here. Oh, freak. I have to get used to the controls. Oh, for freaks... Okay, now carefully. Okay, this should work this time. I want to see if maybe I can talk to any of the people.
Diagnosis crazy. Diagnosis crazy.
Okay, I guess this guy is not interested. He's vigorously trying to commit suicide or something by smashing his head against the wall. What about this guy?
At least this one looks friendly enough to talk to.
Spirits! Evil spirits! I'm not...
Okay, so the icon changes when I can talk to someone.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask your name?
Don. I haven't heard you before. Who are you?
I wish I knew. I can't remember my name. I was hoping you might know me.
Stupid voice! Are you a spirit?
Okay, so the protagonist seems to be suffering from amnesia. I suppose it's a result of the crash. Often with head injuries you can have either temporary or permanent amnesia, or at least, you know, maybe not amnesia per se, but you can have trouble remembering the exact moments of the accident at the very least. But I guess if he has forgotten his name, then that must run deeper, because obviously he knew his name long before the accident, so it's not just the case of forgetting the accident itself. I wonder... Okay, I think I'm just going to exhaust all of the dialogue options, but again, I wonder if there are any cases in the dialogue, if I should treat it more like a like an RPG game? If there are any cases where I can, for example, lock some content or make somebody angry and block myself by choosing the wrong dialogue option, or if I just should treat it as an exploration game and just ask all of the questions. But I don't think any of them are particularly antagonistic, so what about the spirit?
I'm no spirit, just a man like you.
Like me? Then you can hear the voices too, can't you?
I'm not sure. These voices, spirits, ghosts, whatever they are, who are they?
The fallen warriors. They demand vengeance.
Vengeance for
What
what?
is it they're demanding vengeance for?
Temples. The fallen temples. Can't you hear them? Crying out?
Is this the temple? Is this place one of the fallen temples?
No. If you don't know that, you're not the warrior I thought you to be.
Now, obviously, ordinarily you'd just assume the people are insane, but I have a strong suspicion that in this game in particular, and in most of the stories actually, if somebody seems insane at the first glance, there's usually at least a grain of truth to what he's talking about.
Something here is familiar. I keep thinking I'll get it. Where are we?
I know something that you don't. This is the village, stupid voice.
What village? Doesn't this place have a real name?
Of course. It's the village. The best place for people like you and me. The doctor here has he's very good. Dr. Morgan. He says I'm lucky to be here, and so you must be lucky too. Good for you. Well done.
I wonder how old is this character I'm talking to supposed to be? Because just from the model and from his face here, I would say he's like a young man in his 20s or something. But for a moment in the conversation, he was sounding very much childlike. You know, he had this "I know something that you don't." It was very childlike in the delivery. So I wonder if he is a child and I'm just misinterpreting that, or if it's a side effect of his mental illness or something, that he's, regressing.
How can I find this Dr. Morgan? I think I need to talk to him.
He'll find you. The best witch doctor in the land he is. He'll save us.
Can you tell me where anyone is? Dr. Morgan? Anyone?
They fled. Cowards. No, not great warriors like us. Oh, but not Morgan. He'll find us.
Why are you in this place? What brought you here?
Isn't it obvious? Hiding from him.
Him? I don't...
Shut up, or he'll hear you, stupid voice.
Okay, so I have exhausted all of the...
Evil spirits! I'm not listening.
I guess it's this guy as well, talking about the spirits. Now, he seems to think that the people around are like spirits of fallen warriors or whatever. That sure will be elaborated upon later on, I'm sure. For now, I'm not really... Although wait, there was one more person... No, I have to be careful not to accidentally go down the stairs again. There was one more person down here, right? But it's like another level entirely. I'm not quite sure how to reach it because the stairs do not seem to go down there. Maybe I can use the towel to like make a rope or something. I just want to talk with all the people that I find. Oh, there's someone here as well.
Come here, I'll spot you. I didn't mean to, Mom. I didn't mean to.
He seems familiar, but I can't quite remember.
I didn't mean to, Mom.
Okay, so apparently the protagonist seems to know some of them already. So I wonder if he knows them, if he knew them before the accident and he's trying to remember now, or if he's trying to remember part of his earlier stay at this asylum or whatever.
Hello, I don't believe I know you. What's your name?
Lenny. I'm Lenny. Lenny's my name.
Well then, you must be Lenny. You wouldn't happen to know my name, would you?
Nope. Mom says not to talk to strangers.
Again, I have this weird dissonance and I'm starting to think it might be intended because, again, this guy looks like a young adult but talks like a child. He even directly referred to his mother for forbidding him from talking to strangers, which is very much something a young child would
Lenny,
say.
do you know where we are?
This is my room. My bedroom. Do you like it?
Bedroom? No, I mean the building. What's this place we're in? What's it called?
My house.
This isn't your house.
Yes, it is.
Again, it all sounds very childlike.
Why are you here, Lenny? Can you tell me that?
I was very, very bad.
Bad? I can't believe that of you, Lenny. What did you do?
I ate some pumpkin pie.
What?
Pie? How could you get in trouble for that?
It came from the patch.
A pumpkin patch? Where is it? Where? Where is everyone, Lenny?
Where you should be. You should listen. Mother made them all go away.
I must not have heard her. Lenny, where did she tell them to go to?
To school. Yeah, she made them go to school.
Since I didn't hear your mom, can you tell me how to get to school?
I didn't mean to.
Okay, I freely admit I have no idea what's going on here, but I guess it's pretty much intended. At this beginning stage of the game, there's
What's
another
he doing
person
huddled in
here.
the corner? Trying to hide? Excuse me, do I know you? Your name is...
Martin. Martin, I said.
Do you know who... Can you tell me my name?
How the hell should I know? How can you stand all of them buzzing? Constantly buzzing.
So is he like imagining insects or something?
What is this place?
Nut house, you fool.
A nut house? It looks so old. What do you mean?
Nut house, loony bin, funny farm. What don't you understand?
Well, there's a lot I don't understand. For starters, why are you here?
Damn bugs are driving me crazy, but I'll find their hive one day. Doc Morgan's a great help. We'll squash 'em, and that'll be that.
Okay, so clearly this guy is seemingly at least more cognizant of his situation than the other people, because he very clearly recognizes his surroundings as a madhouse, and he's aware that we're all crazy here. Although I guess this might not be true in the end, but at least, you know, apparently it seems to be more true than this being a temple to fallen gods or whatever.
What bugs, Martin? I don't see any. Maybe they're not real.
Are you serious? These blood-sucking insects are bent on destroying the world.
Martin, think about it. How are some bugs going to destroy the world?
Well, look at them. These aren't normal bugs. These is robots. Little eeny robots.
That's actually not as crazy as you would think. Like, theoretically it could refer to like nanomachines or something, which I think at the moment are still more science, I mean more fiction than science, but theoretically, you know, making very small machines, well, definitely the size of bugs, I guess is possible even now, but theoretically you could make them even smaller, the size of like bacteria or whatever. So I wonder if this guy is actually onto something, and it turns out he's right in the end, and there's a conspiracy of tiny robot bugs to take over the world or something.
There's a doctor around here? Doc Morgan?
Exterminator. That's what he is. The best there is. He kills bugs. Dead. But they always come back. Oh. They always come back.
Where is everyone?
Cowards. All of them. When the alarm went off, they left us behind. Probably in on it with the bugs. Wait till Doc Morgan finds out. It's a conspiracy.
Okay.
A power cable. I'd better not touch it with my hands.
I thought there's something here, but apparently not. He just commented on the cable itself.
Hey, who are you?
Oh my god, don't! My god!
Well, somebody has just fallen to their
Shouldn't
deaths.
get too close to the edge. That's a nasty drop.
There's some rats running around, but I can't seem to
That must be the
click on
generator.
them.
They said it could explode any minute. How do I get out of here?
Maybe I can... Well, I doubt I can use the
A towel.
towel to quench the
That's not gonna
fire,
happen.
but okay.
Too far away. There's a walkway, but it's retracted.
So it's almost like a drawbridge or something.
Looks like some sort of control panel.
So again, maybe I can use the towel
Not
as a
good
rope
idea.
to
I can't
get
do
to the other
that.
side.
Not a... Stained glass window. Looks like some children.
Children, that's interesting, because it seems to fit with the theme of many of the people here believing they're children.
Scarecrow on a stained glass window. Weird.
Okay, I might actually click on all of them, because to be honest, I can't exactly see them very well myself, so it might be helpful for the protagonist to describe them for me. Because it seems there's a different thing on all of them, and a different comment as well.
Stained glass window? What the hell is that?
Okay, I've
Ooh,
heard that
pumpkins
already.
on a stained glass window.
Pumpkins. Again, one of the characters mentioned eating a pumpkin pie and getting punished for it, so there's clearly some connection here.
It's even more extraordinary when it's lit up.
Okay, so clearly I need to get... No, damn it. He goes up and down the stairs automatically if you get too close. clearly I need to get here somehow. Maybe I can climb the cable.
I better not touch it with my hands.
Come here.
Oh, I know. I can like use the towel to slide on the cable to there, right? Yep.
Looks like some
did
sort
that-
of control tower.
Did
Looks
that
like
get
some
rid
sort
of the
control
towel? Or? Well, first of all, let's extend the bridge for later.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
But what I want to know if I still have the towel. Well, I guess not. So let's check the insides of the tower here. Okay, so there's a computer, which on one hand it's clearly like in the intro it was clear that it's a contemporary setting. You know, you had a pretty modern looking car, a cell phone and whatever, and the existence of a computer system in the Asylum would corroborate that. But on the other hand, the whole design of this place is very much antiquated and really weird, because like obviously some of the asylums for a long time, especially in the past, they actually did exist in places with a long history, you know, like castles, or maybe not castles, but like old mansions or whatever. But this place in particular, it doesn't even look real. Like, why would you make a control, like a tower, in the middle of a giant chasm with a drawbridge in the middle?
Stand here and scratch myself all day.
Oh, listen here, you smartass. I'm just trying to, you know, to talk about my thoughts on the game. Yeah, why would you design it this way? It doesn't seem real. Not to mention the stained glass windows isn't really something you would put in an insane asylum. It looks more like a church or some kind of a decorative feature. But let's explore
Drawers are
the...
held shut by an electronic lock. There must be something valuable in there. But how do I open it?
Okay, so there's a safe. I guess it's a safe then?
What's wrong with this thing?
Okay, so I can interact with the computer.
The cables need to be plugged in before I can use the VCR.
Ah, the VCR. Oh! So I guess it's a puzzle of sorts. It doesn't seem particularly difficult because the cables seem to be color-coded, much as they were in reality on those old VCRs. Okay, so power it up and play, I guess.
Can you hear me? It's Dr. Morgan. Your delusions almost took the life from you this time.
My face, it's in bandages. Where am I? Who am I?
You must have thought you had somewhere important to go when you stole that car.
Oh, no.
You did a lot of damage to that face of yours in the crash.
I'm sorry. I can't believe.
No apologies. All we need is your best effort. And before you can give us that, you need some rest. Bruce, help our lad back to his room. Don't worry, son. We'll talk again soon.
Whoa! That short circuit opened the safe.
Okay, so this was the Dr. Morgan that some of the patients were talking about, but what was most interesting to me is that he said something along the lines that those delusions of yours almost cost your life again, or something like that. So it seems to imply that the protagonist, it's not the first time the protagonist is in an insane asylum, and actually the whole conversation seemed to imply that he stole the car, like after escaping from the asylum in the first place. And this Dr. Morgan guy also said something along the lines of, you seemed to think that you had somewhere important to go. So again, it seems to imply that the whole reason for the protagonist leaving is some kind of a delusion he had, that he escaped the asylum and then crashed the car because he thought he was doing something else. So that was interesting. And second, in the end, there was like a figure in the background of the monitor of the screen. I didn't take a good look at it because it disappeared quickly, but it looked like almost like some kind of a zombie or something. So that's interesting. Let's check the
Some strange kind
safe.
of key. But a key to what?
Ah, I'm guessing it's the key to the statue. Let's check
Could
the
be
files
answers
as
in
well.
here.
Well, let's check
A
all
memo
of them.
regarding the tower bridge. Due to recent problems with the generator, all employees are asked to keep the tower bridge extended at all times. It will be extremely difficult to extend the bridge from the outer ring should the power go out.
Okay, that doesn't really tell me anything. I don't think, at least. I've already crossed the bridge. Wait. It seems it has closed again? I wonder if, maybe because of the short circuiting, I wonder if I can extend it again, but I'll worry about that in a moment.
A letter for Dr. Morgan from a Professor Cunningham. Something about an ancient key found here in the asylum. The key you describe must be very old indeed. I have found documentation that may link it to Aztec culture, though we'd have to examine the object carefully here at the Institute in order to confirm this theory.
So it's an Aztec key then. The statue itself doesn't look like an Aztec artifact. It looks very much like a contemporary statue of like an angel or a saint or something.
Memo from the Chief of Security. It gives some details about a patient escape, number 227. The memo says that the West Wing is inadequately contained, and all of the patients have been transferred to the tower cells. Here. But where are they now?
I wonder if this escape is actually referring to the protagonist's escape. Well, I guess that's all. Wait, was I... Ah! Okay, it's actually very funny, to me at least, because, like, look, the texture of the dialogue box obscures the bridge to such an extent that it seems like it disappeared, but if I close it, it's back here. I wonder if that's intended. Like, for a second I thought I myself might be going crazy or something. Well, so I do have this strange key, and I'm pretty certain it is it serves to open the foundation of the statue, but I want to talk with the people to see if maybe they
Martin.
can...
That's your name, isn't it?
Martin, yes, of course. What of it?
If maybe I can, you know, get some new information regarding what I read or seen, but apparently not, at least not from this guy.
Hey, Lenny, it's me.
Yep, it's you all right.
Okay, so no new dialogue options with this guy either. I I don't want to activate the statue yet, because I want to see, first of all, if there are any new dialogue options, and then also if I might maybe somehow go down there and talk with the other people.
Diagnosis crazy. Hi, Don. Remember me?
Yeah, the stupid voice.
Okay, no new dialogue with him either. Now, how would I get down there? The stairs do not seem to go down there, and I no longer have the towel, so I can't use it as like an improvised rope or anything.
Well, there's something you don't see every day. Somebody down there.
Ah, right, it's somebody's legs. But how do I... I only have the key. How do I... Okay. Okay, I have no idea how to get down there. Maybe I can't at the moment. But I wonder... what's the function of the alarm? Or if the dialogue with any of the characters will change if I leave it on. Obviously it has to serve some function, right?
Diagnosis crazy.
Okay, this guy is still not willing to talk to me. Ah, right,
What
okay.
happened to set the alarm off?
It's calling us to war. The village is under attack.
Okay, we know we're under attack. Now how do I turn that alarm off?
Why would you want to?
Okay, so this guy is still talking on how about how we're all warriors of some kind. So it's a good thing that I reactivated the alarm, because apparently it changes the dialogue options for at least this guy. I wonder if the other guys will have something to say about it as well. Nope. And I see no way to get to the other side from here either. Okay, so none of them are commenting on the alarm. There's something on the edge of the screen here, I think, but I can't exactly see it, and I can't get any closer. Okay, so I think the only thing I can do here is to use the key on the statue, but I'm going to do that next time because this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save. Okay, save. And
Quit game. Return to game.
I guess that's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye!